Ten,
Nine,
Take Studio.
7, 6,
Stomach
5,
Camera 1, Mics 1 and 2.
3, 2, 1.
Take Studio.
You ready to rumble? Hello and welcome back to another episode of MCTV News. I'm your host, Jillian Andrews.
And I'm Sophia Chvojka. On today's show, Ronald brings us a report on Morinville home care. My co-host, Jillian Andrews, takes a look at MCHS's HOWLS lunch. Elizabeth Nelson brings us local business Completely Clean Inc. And Weston Stevenson takes us inside some hidden spaces here at MCHS. But first, here's our top story.
The Morinville Community Service Department recently held a style swap fashion show. Mrs. Sansano and some MCHS students partnered with the community and eagerly helped out. Some students even walked the runway. This show featured curated items from the Fusion Thrift Shop and the Midstream Support Society store. Here with more information is reporter Ella Boissonneault.
On June 3rd, the Morinville community decided to put on a fashion show where it was open to the public. MCHS fashion and cosmetology students also got involved to make the day a success.
Today we have a fashion show going on. We just have lots of people donating clothes. We have the thrift stores in town donating clothes, and we're gonna have a whole bunch of elders and stuff come and pick.
Yes, we are really excited to participate in a fashion show and free giveaway clothing swap event that's put on by Kate, who takes care of the seniors and adults for Morinville. So it's open to everyone in the community, and we're just excited to participate.
Aside from just the style swap spectacle, there was presenter Kim Mills, who spoke on body image and fashion trends. Midstream Society presented a slideshow, and Fusion put together a video.
I decided to help today because, I don't know, it's just like something to do, and it's not like we really do fashion shows often, so why not be a part of it and try something new?
Because I'm in one of Miss Insano's classes, so we got to pick what job we got to do, and I think it's just fun to be here and experience everything.
We really love our community. We love it when people work together for a common goal to serve our community, and we love to give. We're really excited that the Morinville High School has gotten involved. There's a lot of young people that have taken on roles and are doing an excellent job, and we also love to support the next generation in moving ahead community involvement.
To volunteer, yeah, 100%. I feel like volunteering is something super good to be putting on your resume, and it's definitely good to grow up and knowing I helped with all these things, but I didn't need to, but I chose to.
There's not lots of things that happen, and there's not many towns that will put up a fashion show for people, and I don't know, I think it's nice.
Overall, the day was a great success, and everyone got to go through tables of free donated clothes to pick whichever ones they wanted, resulting in our citizens of Morinville to have new clothes and have a day full of entertainment. This has been Ella Boissonneault reporting for MCTV News.
As this school year wraps up, many are hopeful for warmer weather and for some proper relaxation and outdoor exploring. Here with the full weather report is our very own meteorologist, Luke Robinson.
Thanks, Sophia. So up in Canada today, Whitehorse is a 19 with a little bit of clouds. Yellowknife is a little bit of cloud with a 17. Iqaluit is some showers with a 3. Vancouver is a 17 with some light showers. And all across the board, I have not seen this for a while. There is a 23 with a mix of thunder showers and some rain, and St. John's just to break the record. So up in Alberta today, there is a high level with lots of thunder showers with a 17. Fort McMurray is 18 with a lot of rain. Grand Prairie is a lot of thunder showers with a 14. Edmonton, more thunder showers with a 15. Red Deer, rain with an 18. Jasper, 15 and rain. Banff, some cloud. Calgary, 20 and some cloud. Medicine Hat with 23 and some rain. Over at the current conditions for today, it is 13 degrees Celsius with a little bit of rain, and wind is at 29 kilometers an hour northwest. Relative humidity is at 86, sunrise at 5:03 a.m., and sunset will be at 10:05 p.m. Let's take a look at our weekly forecast. Thursday, it'll be a high of 18, low of 10 with some lot of clouds. Friday will be 19 with thunder showers with a low of 8. Saturday, lot of high temperatures this week. 17 with some cloud and a low of 8. Sunday will be a 14, rain and low of 5, high of 14. Monday will be a little bit of showers, 15 and low of 6. Tuesday, high of 18, low of 7, quite a bit of cloud. And Wednesday will be some light showers with a 19 as high and 10 as low. Back to you, Sophia.
Thanks, Luke. Up next, reporter Ronald brings us to Morinville Home Care, where nurses help families recover from the loss of their loved ones in Morinville and neighboring communities.
In the town of Morinville, there are many businesses to help with your everyday lives. Businesses like pharmacies, drugstores, clinics, and Morinville Home Care. Morinville Home Care is a team of nurses who help families recover from the loss of their loved ones in Morinville and other local towns and cities. Today, Ron has gone into an interview with a local nurse at Morinville Home Care, Amanda Chalopay.
I'm a registered nurse, and I'm the palliative and end-of-life case manager, which means that most of my clients are palliative or end-of-life, and I help support them at home.
Do you enjoy your job here at Morinville Home Care?
I'm very passionate about what I do, and it's very important to me to be helping others, which is what I get to do every day.
What is your favorite part of working as a nurse?
Working with an amazing team of nurses, occupational therapists, physiotherapists, respiratory therapists, social workers, all sorts of disciplines, and being part of that really strong and amazing team.
What is your least favorite part as working as a nurse?
It is emotionally challenging at times, especially when my clients are at end of life. Things get really busy, and it's just emotional for everybody involved.
How did you become this nurse?
I worked many different nursing jobs to get to where I am right now in home care, and all of that gave me really good experience to bring to home care.
How can you grow and become a better nurse in this field?
I think it's really important at the end of a day or after an experience, a situation, to reflect on that and review what I did well, what I could do better, and look for opportunities to learn where I feel that I'm needing that, such as reading, attending more focused education sessions and that sort of thing.
And that was an interview with Amanda Chalopay. And this is Ronald leaving your television.
Here are your school announcements for Wednesday, June 12th. Have you signed up for the Work Experience program this summer? If so, please ensure that you complete and hand in your booklet to Mr. Lessard as soon as possible for your registration to be complete. This July, the 3rd annual TP Summit is being held for First Nations youth in Alberta. This important assembly will take place from July 19th to 31st, and registration is free. Please see Mrs. Connell for additional information and a registration sheet for this one-of-a-kind event. Think you might be interested in a career as a Fish and Wildlife Officer? The Wonder Warden Summer Camp is being held this August 20th to 22nd and is geared to inspire and educate young women aged 16 to 18 about possible jobs with Alberta Fish and Wildlife. If you're interested, please see Student Services for more information. Free tickets are available to attend Canada's largest gaming convention, GameCon, on June 16th at the Edmonton Expo Centre. If you're interested in attending, please see Mr. P in room 109. Final exams are fast approaching. The last day of regular classes will be Friday, June 14th. Please check the school's website or with your subject teachers to confirm where and when you'll sit your exams. For these and all other school information, keep connected by listening to the daily announcements, logging on to the school's website at www.mchs.gsacred.ab.ca, or by following the school on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. As well, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel by searching MCTV Morinville.
MCHS is proud to host a HOWLS lunch each month. The lunch is for students who go above and beyond to make a positive impact on our school community. Each lunch is sponsored by a different generous donor, and students can expect many delicious meals. Here with more on HOWLS Lunch is reporter Jillian Andrews.
When MCHS students hear the term HOWLS Lunch, they usually think about the free food. Once a month, a select amount of students are invited who enjoy a warm meal with their peers. From burgers to pasta, these lunches are highly anticipated. But have you ever wondered why this has become our school's tradition?
So HOWLS Lunch is our way of recognizing the students that every month go above and beyond in supporting our HOWLS motto. So we talk about their having honor, ownership, welcoming, leadership, and spirit.
The teachers nominate a certain student from their classes to go and get lunch because they've been showing good behavior and good work ethic in their class.
Sometimes they focus on different things, so sometimes they focus on, each teacher might choose, this month I'm going to focus on honor, this time I'm going to work on ownership, and some people it's just the really great kids that stand out, that go above and beyond every day.
It wasn't always this way, and it isn't a very common school tradition. MCHS created this event a few years ago with a purpose in mind.
We were feeling as a staff about 15 years ago that all of our interactions were starting to become very negative, and we were only talking to the students that were everyday negative and not attending classes. And so this was a way to recognize some of our really awesome kids in the school that weren't maybe getting the recognition and time that they deserved. And we were really hoping with a positive behavior support system that we would start seeing changes in other kids that were wanting to be recognized as well.
Recognition goes a long way in creating a strong school culture. It shows the students that they are not only seen, but also understood. MCHS is molded around an atmosphere of endless support.
When you're recognized for all the work that you're putting in, it almost makes you feel like you're more motivated to come to school, do your schoolwork, do better at school, and you just kind of feel more connected to the teachers and everybody around you.
And it's my favorite day because you're seeing kids and they're smiling and they're blushing and they're like, wow, somebody said that about me. That's really cool. And it's never changed. And it can be some of the hardest kids in our building. When you nominate them, they smile and they're really proud.
The HOWLS acronym is the foundation of our school spirit and has inspired students to go above and beyond. For the last time, reporting for MCTV News, this is Jillian Andrews signing off.
MCHS recently invited Mrs. Cormier back into our school. She has now stepped into the position of acting principal, which has brought many new challenges and opportunities into her life. Here with an expose on her new role is reporter Logan Gagnon.
Earlier this school year, Mrs. Corinna Cormier became the first female principal in MCHS history. I even had a chance to talk to her about it.
Oh, it's kind of an honor, actually. It's kind of cool to be able to say that I'm the first female principal of a high school. So, and it's a high school that I've been working at for 22 years. So it's an honor for me to be able to say that I'm the first female principal of MCHS.
One of the things that she loves most of all about her job is making a difference in her students' lives.
I always want to do what's best for the students. I want to try to help them out in whatever area that they need. If it's a behavior issue, I want to make sure that they understand what they've done wrong and try to get them on the right path to make sure that they do behave in the future and that they are respectful citizens in our school.
Besides the students, Mrs. Cormier very much likes the people she works with in the building.
I'd like getting to know the teachers more and seeing how their day's going and seeing if they have any concerns or questions in their classrooms and how I can best help them to be able to deal with the students better in their classrooms, to help them learn and help them grow. And so it's always good to be collaborative, to collaborate with our teachers and to help them as best as we can. Yeah.
It's great to have Mrs. Cormier back at MCHS, and we look forward to seeing her again next year. For MCTV News, this is Logan Gagnon reporting.
Welcome back. Up next with all the recent sports updates from the NHL, NBA, and MLB is our very own sports expert, Ella Boissonneault.
Thanks, Sophia. In the NHL, the Stanley Cup Finals continue tomorrow night with Game 3 being held in Edmonton. Oilers hope to close the gap against the Panthers, who currently lead the best of 7 series 2-0. The NBA Finals continue tonight. The Boston Celtics hope to take a commanding 3-0 lead in their series with the Dallas Mavericks. In the MLB, the Blue Jays blanked the Brewers 3-0. The Texas Rangers got pounded by the LA Dodgers by a score of 15-20. Washington edged the Detroit 5-4. The Rays beat the Cubs 5-2, and the Guardians were victorious over the Reds by a score of 5-3. Coming up next, we take a look at a local business that specializes in residential and industrial cleaning. To bring us the full scoop on Completely Clean Inc. is MCTV reporter Elizabeth Nelson.
Completely Clean Inc. is a local cleaning company that is operated and owned by one of Morinville's community members, Jessica Gursky, which offers residential and industrial cleans around the Morinville and Edmonton area. Completely Clean offers thorough cleans that never hesitate to leave the customer happy. Some employees share their motivation and love for cleaning by describing their positive experiences working alongside the company.
We listen to music a lot while we're cleaning, and podcasts sometimes to keep us entertained and help the time pass. And we just talk a lot and keep like a really positive work environment so that everybody feels happy at work.
So basically just keeping the client happy, and when the client comes home and they see like a fresh house, it's really rewarding, and it makes you feel good that you were able to help them out with a task that might not be as easy to them with working or children or anything like that, but just basically helping people out.
Though motivation is a crucial part of producing excellent work while cleaning, employees describe their gratitude for the ability to work for Completely Clean, as they feel appreciated by not only the customers but their coworkers as well. Moreover, we learn about where their love for cleaning originated from.
Favorite part about cleaning is the end result, when it's very satisfying to see everything all clean compared to how dirty it was originally. I like the contrast of the before and after.
Get recognized for the things that we do and when we do a good job, and I really like that.
Completely Clean is a unique cleaning company that will never hesitate to put the customer first. Be sure to check out their website at www.completelycleaninc.ca or email them at info@completelycleaninc.ca to book your local cleaning with them for any of your cleaning needs. This is Elizabeth Nelson reporting for MCTV News.
Welcome back. As graduating students prepare to leave our school after 4 years, one staff member prepares to leave after 30. Mr. Lessard, the last staff member to have been here when the school first opened in September 1994, but his legacy with MCHS extends even further before our new building opened. Mr. Lessard has made it his mission to encourage students in every aspect of education and took a special interest in our sports programs, especially basketball. He has worked extremely hard to make sure the school keeps our sports programs alive and continuously encourage students to try harder and get involved. So, thanks for joining us today, Mr. Lessard.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure.
Well, I've got one quick question for you before we start. I was always wondered how long it takes you to do your hair in the morning.
It's very quick, usually 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and I'm done.
Okay, that's not bad. So when did you start teaching?
1989, I graduated from U of A, and I got a job in September of that year. So 1989, I was in Vimy, Alberta, which is just 20 minutes down the road.
Okay, and that's where you started teaching before?
Yeah.
Nice. And then what made you decide to get into teaching?
I think it was because I love sports and I wasn't good enough to be a pro athlete. So I was like, what could I do? And then I was good in French. So I'm like, I'm going to go be a French phys ed teacher. So yeah, it was basically because of my love of sports.
Awesome. A large part of your career has involved coaching. What sports have you coached and what drew you to them the most?
I've coached I think the only sport I really haven't coached very much is like a football or something like that, because we don't have it at school, but I've coached every school. Obviously, I've coached basketball the most. I coached every sport, I mean. So yeah, even involved with hockey in the community, soccer in the community, things like that. So.
Awesome. What are some of your memories from working at MCHS, like in the early days?
You know, there's lots of different memories that'll come back once in a while where you're like, it's more of, oh, that's a good question. I think in the early days, the biggest thing was, you know, you remember the staff, and you see now I'm seeing kids come through of parents that I used to teach, like your mom, for instance. And then those bring back a lot of memories. So when you talk to the parents and you know, those kind of things. So it's quite exciting, and, you know, you get to see the mom or dad come through, and then you see their children coming through. So that in itself brings lots of memories. So But in the early days, it was just the excitement of coming into a new school, the beauty of the school, and you know, just having all the new kind of toys and stuff. So we really liked that at the beginning. It was quite exciting.
Yeah, awesome. Since MCHS opened back in 1994, how has the school changed?
How has it changed? Well, I think the biggest thing that's changed every year, obviously, is the students. So, you know, we always lose those graduating students, and we bring in an excited group of grade 9s every year. That in itself brings change to the school. As far as the building goes, the biggest thing is, you know, we obviously the addition that they put on in CTS here, which really kind of added to the school. So it's just the staff and the students are the biggest changes every year. So you'll lose some staff members and bring in some other ones, and they bring excitement to the building and things like that. So the one thing I love about being a teacher is that every year is a little bit different, and it's because you have different personnel and both staff and students. So.
Awesome. And then from your standpoint, what's the best part of being a teacher?
It's just being with the kids and the relationships that you build with the students in class and in when you're coaching them. Those are the things that you remember the most, I think. Like, I always say, like, I'll teach math and science and in immersion and stuff, but it's the time you spend with the kids and the fun that you have with them. And you know, just a little story, my first year teaching in Vimy, this lady named Annette, and she's an EA. She was actually at our school for a little bit. Her and another lady, a young girl named Bernie. I used to always put my shoes, my phys ed shoes, in my closet in the classroom. So I sent everybody out to go out and start running for phys ed, and one of them was distracting me and talking to me and asking me questions, and I'm like not looking at what I'm doing, and I opened the door and the other girl jumped out, and she just scared me, and I fell down, and they laughed. And so they were in grade 8, and it was like, I still remember that like it was yesterday. It was like, so it's the memories that you build with the students and things like that. So it's like awesome. So
perfect. And then finally, as your teaching career is coming to an end, are there any last words of wisdom that you want to pass down?
Wisdom, hey? I don't know. I just, you know, looking back, it's been amazing how fast time has gone by. Part of me is, like I said the other day, I was like, I'm not necessarily, everybody says, oh, you're looking forward to retirement? Well, partially, but the other part is, like, I love what I do too. So I think the biggest thing I would say is find something that you have passion for and just put everything you have into it. And you know, your days will go so fast that before you know it, your career's over almost. Like I said, this is almost the scary part for me, leaving something I've been doing for 30 years, right? But I know I'll be back next year, so that'll take some of the I guess, fear away. So I'll be back a little bit, so that'll be nice. So.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Lessard.
Awesome. Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you. Coming up next, MCHS has many interesting hidden spaces around the school. Reporter Weston Stevenson brings us some of these places and shows us just how little we know about what's behind our walls.
In our school, MCHS, there's many hidden places that few know about, and I decided to figure out where some of them are. First, I decided to ask a few of the teachers who may be experts about places in the school. Some questions about some of the hidden places, or if there's any interesting features about them.
Gosh, I don't think I know of any hidden places in the school. For a while there, I think the MCTV lab was a hidden place for me. I knew it existed somewhere in the school, but I remember Mr. Bottestein took me out to take a look at it.
Kids would probably like to get to know where they are sometimes and be able to kind of scope them out a little bit, but I'm not going to say where they are.
No one's supposed to know about them. I might know of one or two. I can't give you much detail.
I know one here in the library office. It's like it goes down to underneath the school, and it's kind of a tradition here at Morinville Community High School to have like the grads sign their names on the wall one of the last days of school.
Oh yeah, there's graffiti on the walls. There's some bones of some past students. Sometimes I'll go down there just to have a little nap.
With some of the teachers' reluctantness to tell me about any of the hidden places in the school, except for Mr. Pohl, I decided to do a little bit of investigating on my own. But I couldn't find anything. I looked everywhere. I looked in the trees, in the windows, in the doors, in classrooms, everything. Just couldn't find anything. So I decided to request the help of an anonymous teacher to get an exclusive look at some of the hidden places within MCHS. The first place that this anonymous teacher was willing to help me find was the boiler room in the construction room. There's not much to it, but there is some interesting features, such as the thing that closes the airways or the electricity. The second place he was able to help me look at was the boiler room. It was smaller, but it was in the MCHS drama place where they have a bunch of the clothes. You can look down and you can see there's the drama stage along with that fake wall that covers the view from outside in the cafeteria when they don't want people seeing in there. The next place is sort of a 2-in-1 situation. The staff room, most students haven't been inside it, but in there is a door that leads to a somewhat hidden place. It has a steep staircase, and inside it looks somewhat like this anonymous teacher said, kind of looks like a submarine inside. It leads to the roof and has something to do with the ventilation inside the school. And the final place, and the most well-known hidden place inside the school, is the tunnel in the library. I was expecting this to be a large tunnel, but instead it was a smaller tunnel. But it is very interesting. There's a bunch of signatures on the wall, and as you can see, there's just pipes that go off into a different area, possibly off school grounds or on school grounds. That wasn't totally clear. But these are just some of the many more hidden places at MCHS. For MCTV, this is Weston Stevenson.
And that's it for our final episode of MCTV News for season 30. Join us again next year to keep updated on all your MCHS news, along with your weekly weather update, announcements, and sports brief. See you again in the fall. All right, guys. All right, we're all here. One last time. It's been, what, 4 years together?
4 years.
Let's talk. Favorite memories. Let's talk.
Oh my God. There's too many, honestly. I think, I don't even know if I could pick one.
I like all our nicknames.
Yes. The nicknames were good.
The superhero era was everything.
Yes, yes.
Captain, can I continue?
Yeah, can I continue?
I would just like to say that I never had a
Deadpan.
superhero name.
Yes, you did. I didn't either. We need to get names.
I got one.
What that? It's favoritism. That's what it is. Whatever. My favorite was the recounting of a Shakespeare monologue in the middle of a broadcast. And it was to prove a point. It wasn't just, he can't just say, shall I compare thee to a summer's day. It had to be all 8 verses. So that was my favorite.
I liked Ariana Grande Prairie.
Oh,
that really added a
Grande
good touch
Prairie.
to the show.
That's how we keep up with the times.
Yeah.
I like the cowbell.
Oh,
Oh, the cowbell.
we used to start class with the cow. He'd ring-a-ling-ling us into class.
Where'd the cowbell go?
He did do that.
Yeah, it is. It's in bio. Why isn't it here?
Guys, bring it back to our studio, our space.
It's
our cowbell.
And he like gave up.
And that was
every
it.
single day, and then he did not. So.
But I'm so proud of us. We did so good.
We did so
And
good.
we're finally
I think
here.
we did the math. It's like 16. It's more than 16 years of experience between
Yeah,
us.
all together. If not more.
We're about to end the show, but I
Yeah.
think we all need to list off our names. I think we need to go down
Yes.
the line. I'm blank. I'm blank. I'm blank. I'm blank.
Yes,
And
okay.
then I think me and Sophia will all say thanks for tuning in.
Perfect,
Guys,
okay.
you didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll start over
Okay.
here.
Okay, I'm Ella Boissonneault.
I'm Jillian Andrews.
I'm Brielle Windsor.
I'm Natalie Corey.
I'm Sophia Chvojka.
I'm Luke Robinson.
Thanks for tuning in.